What's going on, Blood fam? Welcome back to It's in the Blood. And tonight, this is like the game of my life right here. Is every time you look around, you see the Indiana Hoosiers taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. Brings me back to my youth, back to a lot of games. Takes us back to Tom Crean and Christian Watford the last time these two met. Last second three-pointer, probably the best highlight in this decade or this century for Indiana. Um, as we sit here right now, waiting for Kansas and NC State to wrap up on the other channel right now, they're getting ready to call out our Heisman if they haven't already done it. I've been bouncing back and forth. But Fernando Mendoza. Chad, what's up, brother? Lindsay, Angie, and Jay, thank you guys for stopping in early. I'm gonna give it a heck tonight, having a good time with this. What my recommendation is, especially if any of you that are on the vertical side that want to hang out for this game, is that when the game gets going, go ahead and line up the TV with my voice and just tone out Charles Barkley and Dickie Vitale and listen to me, and then come back and tell me what you think about how I portray college basketball with a little enthusiasm for my team. What up, Shelby? How are you? Good job. Yeah, look at that. We got a Kentucky Wildcat fan sticking their nose in here right now. So, but that is all good. We're accepting of everybody, and nice to see you, Shelby. Thank you very much. So, but with everything going on today, we got two teams that are desperate. We got, and I don't want to say desperate as in really desperate, but Kentucky has not faced top tier opponents very well. Indiana can't rebound the basketball. Both teams need a jump start, need something to put in their back pocket, and this non-conference game is huge for both. Indiana, this is all going to come down to rebounding and taking control of the paint. I hate to really say it. The one thing that Indiana cannot afford to do is have a poor shooting day. Kentucky's defense is pretty stellar, but they've just not fared well against top tier opponents. So I don't know where we stand. I don't know how this one's going to work itself out today. It's going to be interesting. Got a comment in the chat. Go Hogs, bro. Let me tell you, they looked good today. College basketball is kind of on fire right now. Everybody's playing top tier basketball, and nobody needs to lose these early games. Everybody needs to stake their case for the NCAA tournament. And looking at these two teams, this game may come down to something in March between them, because both teams are kind of headed down the same trajectory right now. Indiana's getting better, but it's a first-year coach with a lot of mid-major players, and it makes it really tough. So, the Big Ten is stacked top to bottom. They went to Minnesota and just didn't play top-notch and lost that game. And I'm not discounting Minnesota's capability. I'm just saying that you've got to go out and win. So, looking back at the way this season has gone, the way it started out, this is another game that both teams, I think, really need. And I think this may have implications in March. We may be talking about this game on Selection Sunday. No worries. I love college basketball. I love great coaching, great players. And I don't shun people away from this channel because of who they're affiliated with. That Arkansas team is really great. Calipari is a legend, and they're going to be good. Lindsay, what's up? How are you doing? I haven't heard a peep about UC. Nebraska is dangerous, bro. They've just never gotten over the hump down there, but they've got a great start to the season. Just talking Big Ten basketball, there is a lot of Nebraska's going to be good. They're going to be good all year. Give that man a few years to put together that program. And I think, he's had talent every single year, but I think this year he has a team. If I shunned fans, Shelby would have been gone a long time ago. Absolutely not. No, it's one of those things here. We got to get in here and show love for what you love, but be respectful for the opponent, right? if it wasn't for the competitiveness of the teams that you're playing against, it's no fun at all. You can have fun and razz, just don't be mean or discriminatory at all. Listen, that game today against Illinois, oh my gosh, you can't tell me that college basketball, it might be the best thing on planet, to be honest. I think the NFL is broken. I love college football. I love my man Fernando Mendoza. Go IU, first time ever. So all you Indiana fans, get up and support that young man as they're getting ready to let this thing rock. And they're getting ready to call it out right now, I think. But we're already live in Kentucky. Kentucky's got the ball. Drives on the right-hand side into the lane, puts it up. No good off the rim. Rebounded by Tucker DeVries. Indiana does not have a lot of strength inside, but they do have a lot of strength, on the perimeter. Those guys are pretty stout. DeVries rolls it around to the left, gets a bad pass, picks it back up. He's double-teamed, stolen from. Here comes Kentucky on the fast break. 1-on-3. Lays it up, no good. Kentucky gets the first basket of the game, and here we go. The fans are on fire here in Kentucky. Mark Pope, it might be coaching for his life this year. He has got to get this team back in order, back trending towards their 6-4 right now, and have had no luck against top-tier opponents. Yeah, and I say that Kentucky's hit or miss, and we're a little bit hit or miss. And oh my gosh, Sam Alexis, our transfer from Florida, first play of the day, is gone out. He's putting no weight on his left knee. I did not see what happened. Not very deep in the inside game, and that is not a good look. Hopefully they sit him down at the end of the bench, but I think they're going to the locker room. Yes, they are. Tatum Conaway brings it across the timeline. Hands it off to Wilkerson, over to DeVries. DeVries gets it at the top of the post, looking around, handoff. Conaway, open three, up and short off the rim. No good. Kentucky rebounds. They're coming back the other way. Driving up the right-hand side. Looking, gets it into the middle. Bailey covers, drives off, switches, rotates to the right. Driving on left, right. They're moving it fast. Deep three from the perimeter. No good. Indiana comes up with the rebound, flips it up to Wilkerson, who drives the lane, gets inside, turnaround jump shot is good. Lamar Wilkerson answers with Indiana 2-2, 18:26 to go here. We cannot afford to lose Sam Alexis. He was developing very well. We'll see how it goes. Bailey's got him on the post. He's working on Bailey. Bailey's long but not strong. Drives inside, gets around him. Inside, puts it up, no good. Good defense, but they're going to call Bailey for the foul. Help came. Moreno with the shot, no good. He will go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, my God. I think it's his ankle. I don't know if he tore it or not, but that is a bad, bad look. What is up, Mr. Rick? Good to see you all. Smash the like button. Moreno misses the first free throw. Second free throw is up and is good. Form was true. Not a lot of rotation on that shot. It was really kind of cool looking. Here comes Conaway up the left-hand side into a press. They cross the timeline. In right to Conaway. Gets to the lane. Goes up to dunk it, but he's going to draw the foul. Conaway was looking to rip the rim down. He had a clear path to the goal. Draws the foul. Misses the dunk. Will go to the line for 2. I really like Conaway. I think before it's all said and done, he might be the true guy that they're really looking for. Very physical, strong point guard, plays with a lot of enthusiasm, very, very talented. As all these guys get used to playing high major competition, most everybody on this team comes from a mid-major school. Second free throw is good. Indiana has its first lead. Sam Alexis, Tucker DeVries are the only two that come from a high major program. Rotates it around. Bailey's covering out high, gets it over to the right. DeVries is out there. They're going to rotate it around. Kentucky has it at the top of the key, looking for the shot. Drives right, gets inside, creates space, handoff. There's a foul right there, and Enright smacked Noah in the face. It looked like as he was going through and passing by and on defense there. And that will be a common foul. Nebraska again today with the Lawrence game-winning three-pointer, which was an amazing game to win at Illinois. Kudos. Rotates right, inside, driving, gets in the lane, stripped away. Connerway comes up. It's on the floor. It's a scrum. Jump ball. Ball will go back to Indiana as it looked like DeVries got his hands in there and knocked that ball loose as Enright was in tow. Guys are going to lose. Michigan's number one in the Big Ten. We'll see. And DeVries is wide open. Three ball, no good. And then it's lost out of bounds. I think it's going to stay with Indiana. Bailey went up straight. Did not foul. Okay, it will stay at Indiana's end, trying to get the ball inbounds, gets it into DeVries, and it's stripped out of his hands. He gets it as he was going up for the shot. Great defense by Kentucky on Tucker. Gets it to Bailey. That is out to Connerway, drives the lane, lays it up and in. Taking Connerway with that amazing first step, gets to the rim. Indiana leads by 3. 16:58 to go. Handoff. Noah has it, rotates it around to the left. They're going to work it around the perimeter, trying to cut it inside. Nothing doing there. Jumps out in the passing lane. Quick switch. Rotates it around. Noah for 3. And hard off the back rim. No good. Enright clears it. Here comes Connerway back the other way. Indiana's got the lead. No numbers. They flip it up to Tucker. Tucker's got it at the baseline. He's working a one-on-one. Working himself inside. He's in the paint. Step back through, or 15-footer. Hit it. Tucker DeVries gets his first basket. It's 8-3 IU. Let's go. Coming across the timeline, Kentucky trails by 5. Rotates it around, looking for the 3. Not there. Rotates it back around, working it to the right-hand side. Enright's there with him. He loses it inside. Moreno loses it, and they're going to call Bailey with his second foul, I believe. And that will be huge because we are at the 16:08 mark, and I don't think we have much more height to combat Kentucky inside. Moreno with that and there comes Sam Alexis back onto the floor. Thank goodness that there was nothing more wrong there. Reed Bailey takes a seat on the bench. Sam Alexis, Florida transfer, was mainly a bench player, role player there, but has taken big steps into being a Big Ten starter. Second free throw is good by Moreno. Lead is down to 3. Connerway is going to bring the ball up across the timeline. 16:02 to go. Gets it out, rotates it around. Trent Sisley, our freshman, is in there. 3 ball for Wilkerson. Money. Lamar Wilkerson from the corner hits a 3. Indiana leads 11-5. Kentucky's going to bring it on. Connerway is working out high. Out near the midcourt line. Gets it into Moreno. Moreno gets it back. Rotates it around. And gets inside. Nothing doing there. Drives the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rolls off the rim. Here comes Tucker DeVries. Gets the rebound over to Connerway. Connerway gets it up. Wilkerson lets it fly from 28. No good. He just let it rip. Here comes Kentucky back the other way, working the right side. Drives the lane, gets inside, puts it up, stripped, and the foul will go on Connerway, and there will be 2 shots incoming for Kentucky. Alexis has been improving every single game. He doesn't have – my complaint on Indiana is this. they are strong. They are not huge in the front court, and they're pretty physical at the guard position and the swing, but they need some size inside. They really do. There you go. Angie just says that Fernando Mendoza won, and Indiana officially has its first Heisman Trophy winner in school history. Congratulations to that group. We will be here for that game, I'm sure, when we go out there. But that front line on the offense and defense, those lines are amazing. Fernando has done it. Congratulations. We have a Hoosier, Heisman Mendoza, right on right there. There you go, Dabney. Dude, the presentation was so good, Angie. I really felt like while we're at commercial, I felt like all four of those guys, they done such a great job of telling their story in there. It made me very, very excited to see how that played out. Fernando's been a stellar character this year. All four of those guys. Julian Love, his story is amazing. Diego Pavia, another guy that's a lot like Mendoza. I feel bad for him. Amid talks for a new deal, Dillingham expresses love for Arizona State. Yeah. They were all very worthy candidates. Diego Pavia is I really enjoy him. I really did love his story today too. Him and Fernando sounded a lot alike. It's just it's a once, for us as Hoosier fans this year for football, it might be a once in a lifetime couple of years, and hopefully they can take it just a few more steps. It's all gravy right now. The Big Ten championship and a Heisman. That's amazing. That's a step for the program. We locked in our coaches. We also re-signed our defensive coordinator to an extension, made him one of the highest paid assistants in the country. Oh, Kentucky's got the blue Santa Claus ripping off the red uniform. Look at that. There's my phone's starting to blam off for notifications. If you're new to the channel here today, come on, smash it for me, please. Hit that subscribe button, come back and hang out. Kentucky's at the free throw line. First one is up and hard off the back rim, no good. Heisman Mendoza, let's go. Indiana needs a big win here tonight on a true road game. It's so important when it comes to Selection Sunday, how you play on the road. Second free throw, rims in and out, no good. Sisley clears the rebound. Trent Sisley is going to be, he's got such a smell for the rim. He's going to be such a good player. Connerway leads up top and gets it to Alexis out there and gets it back. Nothing doing. Rotates it around, gets it to DeVries. DeVries is on the left wing. Nothing there. Gets it to Wilkerson. 3-ball up. Short off the front rim. No good. Rebounding Kentucky. Coming back the other way looking. Pushing it into the corner. Back out top high. Rotates around. Gets inside the lane. Pulls up. Thinks about a deep three. Nothing there. Tucker DeVries closes. They got the ball on the right wing looking. And there's almost a steal by Wilkerson. Nothing doing. They get it down. 13 on the shot clock, 14:39 to go. Drives inside, loses it, and I think it's going to be a foul call on the reach. And that will be, I think, the 6th team foul on Indiana. And Tucker DeVries has got something on his offhand. It looked like he jammed his finger. His pinky looks a little bit sore. Thank goodness it's not the shooter. Fernando was very deserving this year. Lamar Wilkerson gets his first break of the day. They're going to get it around inside, out to the top of the key looking. Conaway is there, drives, cuts him off, 13-footer, no good. And Tucker clears the rebound. Here comes Conaway up the middle. Indiana's going to slow it down a little bit on this one. They've been pushing pretty hard. Conaway has it out high. Here comes DeVries off the pick. He thinks about the three ball. Kentucky closed. Enright from the corner, short, no good. Here comes Kentucky back the other way, going to look to push a little bit. Gets it to the top of the key, looking right. Drives on Alexis, gets inside, drops the pass, lays it up and in. Good play there by Kentucky. Nice assist from the big. It is a 4-point game. Denzel Aberdeen. As I don't know all these Kentucky players, DeVries is open. He does not shoot it. Doesn't and there's going to be a foul called. Oh, please. Brendan Sorsby is a good player, Lindsay. UC was very competitive this year. Inbound, gets it to Alexis on the post, gets it back. Nick Dorn into the game, shoots the three ball, no good. Here comes Kentucky back the other way, can trim it to 2 or 1 with a 3. 13:29 to go, drives the lane, stops, puts it out, three ball, no. He closes, picks it up, drives, goes in for the layup. Sam Alexis closed on the shooter. Great fake. Garrison drives to the rim and scores. It's a 2-point game right now. 13:13 to go. Indiana's up 2. Enright has not been able to affect the game just yet. As he's going to rotate it around, gets it over to Nick Dorn. Dorn to Sisley. Back to DeVries. Three ball. No good. The ball is just not dropping in right now for Indiana, and Kentucky can tie. Kentucky's got the ball on the outside looking right. Going to drive, penetrate, gets inside the middle, stops, drives again, gets inside. 8-footer. Good. Uses leverage there to find a good shot and just patience. And Sisley gets mugged, but no foul. Here comes Kentucky trying to take the lead on the fast break, and it's blocked by Alexis and hands off to DeVries. Here we come back the other way. Kentucky's found a little bit of rhythm. Indiana's gone cold. Gets it over to Alexis in the corner, over to DeVries. Tucker thinks about it, gets it to Alexis, goes up, puts it up. And they're going to say it's a turnover as Alexis loses it out of bounds. I'm going to be honest with you right now. Both these teams really just seem to be having a little bit of trouble of putting people away. Building big leads seems to be a problem in these high major games. Nick Dorn's out there. That's a moving pick. There you go. It's an offensive foul. As Enright tries to get through the pick, Garrison is called. It's 11-11 with 12:02 to go. Garrison's not happy about the call, but you got to stay stationary during a pick. Can't swing that elbow or that hip out there to help knock that guy as he tries to go around you. Lamar Wilkerson has it out high. Only person to hit a three ball thus far for the Hoosiers. Gets it to Alexis. Alexis drives left right. Hands it off to Enright. Enright's got it out high. Working. Gets it over to Dorn. Dorn thinks about it. Drives the lane. Nothing. 8 on the shot clock. Gets it to Sisley. Sisley's got to do something. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Wilkerson. It's lost out of bounds. And there will be 1.5 left on the shot clock. Great hustle play by Kentucky. Indiana will have 1.5 on the shot clock to go. And we are at the under 12 timeout. Like I said, today is going to be a scrap. I think both of these teams are they're middle of the pack as far as their respected conferences go. I think this game uh, might be the difference between a 9 or a 10 seed or maybe not making the tournament. If everything continues the way that it is, I know teams improve, but right now it seems as though that Indiana's going to have trouble on the road, and it seems as though Kentucky is going to have trouble with tournament teams. So we shall see how this rolls. Such a great day for Indiana sports. I would love to start it with a Mendoza Heisman and finish it with a basketball victory over UK. Seeing that it is that I live behind enemy lines in the state of Kentucky, it would be it will be better for me. Just got to make sure when they burn this town down tonight, if that does happen, that I lock my doors and windows. Tonight at 9:30, Arizona versus Alabama. Arizona is going to be trial by fire as being the new number one. They're going to go face Alabama, which will be a task. Yeah, there's college sports has such a is I really don't like NIL personally. I mean, I'm just going to say that I hate it. I wish amateur sports stayed amateur sports, but I do understand it to some degree. I just don't understand these huge deals and so on and so forth. You know, it's gotten to the point. It's just whoever spends the most is going to have the best opportunity, and I just hate that part of it. Yeah, and in recent events, we were talking about Michigan a little bit earlier. My skater was in here. He's a Michigan fan, and Michigan is opening up a probe into the full athletic department, looking at culture and how things are done. The Sharon Moore thing is crazy. So um, we'll see how that pans out. But I think there, when you have things like that happen on your campus, you have to take a good hard look at your staffing. So kudos to them. All right, here we go. Kentucky on the break. Flipped it to the corner, thinks about the three. Alexis closes out quick, rotates it around, gets it inside, bust into the lane, flip it out for a three ball. No good. Wilkerson controls the glass. We need to get him going. He's got to be able to shoot because everybody else has grown cold. Wilkerson would be the guy. Hand off to Wilkerson, looking, flips it over to Alexis. Alexis is driving, gets it into Wilkerson. He drives in, gets it blocked from behind. Rebound, Kentucky. Good defense by UK in the paint. This game is going to be won and lost in the paint, even though we shoot from the outside mostly. And that is no good. But it's a two foul. It's a shot, and he's going to go for the free throw line for two. Yeah, I'm. It is what it is. It's just hard to grasp. All right, Kentucky's got a chance to take the lead here. First free throw is up. It looks good, and it is. Let's go. Kentucky's got a lead, 12-11, 10:53 to go. This game is, and this free throw is off the rim, no good. Kentucky's had a lot of 1 or 2s at the line today. Conaway is going to bring it up the left side. Indiana's got to get some offense rolling, get some motion. DeVries is wide open for three. It needs to go. Doesn't. Kentucky rebounds coming back the other way. He's going to rotate it around. He's going to pull it back. Drives left, looking inside. Nothing. Probing. And Wilkerson's going to get called for the reach from behind. Kentucky has seized momentum. Indiana's been on a scoring drought here for about 4 minutes, I think, give or take. Back at the free throw line again, as that is the 7th team foul on Indiana. Kentucky will be in the bonus the whole second half of the first half. Misses the front end. Nick Dorn gets up high and clears the rebound. Conaway is going to bring it up. Across the middle of the court looking. There's a high pick, moves left, nothing there, drives the lane, gets it back out. Sam Alexis thinks about it, doesn't shoot it, gets it to Wilkerson, lays it up, and that's got to be a foul, right? Okay, they called it. Lamar Wilkerson broke I think it was an Indiana record the other night against Penn State. That guy just went ballistic from behind the three-point line. First free throw is good. It's nice to let him get a free throw shot in and see something go through the hoop. Not a lot of red in Rupp Arena, and that's what you want. That's what they want to see. They control that. Second free throw is good. Just a few little spots of red in the crowd. Kentucky does a great job of selling out home games. Indiana leads by 1. Works it to the top of the key. Nothing doing there. Rotates it around. Weave inside. Gets to the rim. Puts it up. And good. What a nice play. Here comes Indiana back the other way, down 1. 14-13. Wilkerson has it out high. He was looking for Dorn in the corner. Couldn't get it to him. Back to Wilkerson. Lays it up and in. Give and go. No help side defense. Indiana leads by 1. 9:47 to go. Kentucky brings it across the timeline. Working high. Rotate. Nothing. Gets it around. Drives the lane again. Looking for that penetration. Cut off this time. Conaway gets there. Kentucky resets. Drives the middle. Flips it out. Thinks about the three ball. Puts it up. It's no good. And Kentucky just wills his way in to position. Let's see that again, because he was not in good rebounding position, but he got his hands on the ball and just worked his way in there. And Alexis ended up going over the back when he knew nobody was in front of him. This looks a lot like the Minnesota game. Just couldn't find rhythm, couldn't come up with a clear game plan. Everybody just looked off. Kentucky makes the first free throw. We are tied at 15. This team is drastically different home and road. Sam Alexis goes to the bench, and he is limping a little bit, Dabney. Kentucky's back to a 1-point lead. Conaway is going to bring it up the left-hand side. Gets it to Wilkerson. Rotates it around. Over to Dorn. Dorn lets it fly. No good. But he's going to be fouled on the three-point shot. Huge mistake by Owe. And Dorn will go to the line for 3. And that was a very suspect foul. It was a touch foul on the wrist, if anything. Michigan leads early at Maryland by 5. Second free throw is up and good. One more coming. Couple free throws. Third one is good. Dorn hits all three. Indiana leads by 2. This one looks like it's going to be a dogfight. I don't think either team just doesn't look like they can take control of this game, but Kentucky's doing a lot of good things on offense. 3 ball, up, no good. Long rebound, controlled, and it'll go to Indiana. Not a really good shot there for Kentucky. Not a lot of rhythm behind that one, a little quick, but that's okay. We'll take that. Conaway's got it up high, hands it off to Wilkerson. Wilkerson looks, gets it to Dorn. Dorn hands it off to Tucker. Tucker to Reed Bailey. Bailey drives, working the right-hand side all by himself. Spins, moves inside, loses it out of bounds, turns it over. Somebody has got to come and bail him out on that. He had that ISO there, but somebody's got to come and bail him out because he's not adept at handling the ball like that. Kentucky feeds the post, working on Bailey. Flips it back out, nothing. High pick, goes right, drives, gets in the lane, goes into the basket, and he's fouled. Kentucky is just attacking the rim. Absolutely love it. These guards for Kentucky are driving and getting in the lane. Aberdeen takes a shot in the face when he gets fouled there. He'll have 2 free throws. 8:19 to go here. 18-16 Indiana. 2-point lead. Reed Bailey picks up his 3rd foul, which they're going to have him, so he needs to be sitting. Free throws up, and it is good. Bailey's going to go back to the bench. And we're going to see it. Looks like we're going to see a tie game here in a second. Second free throw is good. All right, tie ball game. 18 apiece. Tucker's got it out high. Gets it over, and that's a good defensive play. And that's another foul on Wilkerson. And Indiana is going to find themselves playing players that they're not used to playing if they keep reaching like that and trying to get steals instead of cutting the ball off. And he's going to put Bailey back on the floor. No, I'm sorry. He's going to bring Sisley back on the floor, and he is going to set Wilkerson down right now as he cannot afford any more foul problems out of these guys. He's just going to live with the production until the end of the half. I'll give Kentucky some credit here today. Their defense has been pretty good. Long rebound to Dorn. Here comes Conaway across the timeline. Indiana's going to look. Going to rotate right. Looking, gets it to Alexis. Goes up, dunks it. Sam Alexis gets to the rim. And Indiana finally gets one of those plays to work. Leads by 1, 20-19. Kentucky's got it out high. Looking, rotates it around. Nothing there. Left wing drives. Nothing. Pick, cut off. Good defense. Gets inside. Working his way around. Flips it out. Deep 3 ball. Off the back rim. No good. Lost out of bounds to Indiana. This game is just not looking like it's very fluid right now. Neither team really looks like they want to shoot it well, and the only place they can score is at the rim. How much does it affect, though, that when you're playing that game on the road, Dabney? I mean, you're right. The Ken Palm is important, and the Ken Palm was looking really good for for the early season stuff. But playing poorly at Kentucky is kind of to be expected, but a lot of teams have come in here and played well. Just kind of flipping over, and one bad thing about ESPN, especially with their box score stuff, their box score does not include fouls. See if it does in the full box score. Yeah, it does. There you go. Indiana's crossed the 10-team foul mark. Reed Bailey's on the bench with 3. They've went 8 deep. Tatum Connerway is the only player with no fouls that's played. And Indiana's not even in the bonus yet. I think winning on the road is the biggest thing. It's hard to play well on the road. That's something that you got to get good at doing. Just hanging on and until you get your moment and you can take over. But that's where this team is going to struggle this year. They're going to play pretty well at home. It'll look a lot like a lot of Woodson's teams. Play well at home, struggle on the road. But, this is just the first year. It is a quad one, yes. I'm just talking about, but winning to me is more important than how you win. As long as you win the game, that's the most important thing. Yeah, because later in the season, this may not be a quad one team. I just don't see a lot of continuity with either team yet. It's really strange how Indiana plays. When shooters get hot, it opens up the whole floor, and then they can do whatever they want. But if you're not hitting that outside jump shot right now, then everything else is like it just doesn't seem to flow very well. They got to figure out how to get something else going. It'll be Indiana's ball. Connerway is going to bring it up. He's the difference maker. If he can get penetration, he's the guy that can make the difference. High pick by Alexis. Alexis goes, flips it up, and throws it in. I thought it was an alley-oop. Connerway shoots the floater, and that's exactly what I was talking about. 12-foot floater by Connerway. Indiana leads by 3. Kentucky gets to the rim, and Connerway has no choice but to foul there as he gets beat on the defensive end. Anybody else in the middle of a snowstorm today? Free throws up, and it's good. 22-20, Indiana leads. Connerway's going to bring it up with 7 minutes to go. Connerway works his way to the right. High pick, nothing there. Gets it about. DeVries cuts out and gets the ball back to Connerway. Good defense by Kentucky. Switches. Dorn has it on the left wing. Sicily sets the screen. Dorn drives back. Looks. Nothing there. Flips it out. Nothing going. 4 on the shot clock. Tucker fires. Bodies are flying everywhere. Kentucky gets the rebound. Looking for the 3 in transition. Drives the lane. Dips it back out. Tries to get it again. Drives the lane. Cut off. Good defense. Puts it up. And no good. And fought for. And Kentucky comes out of that ball No good. Rebound Sisley. Here comes Conaway back the other way. Sloppy play. Conaway has it out high. Look at this offense. They are not running much. Tucker's got it out wide. Nothing. Gets it to Alexis on the post. Alexis does not hold on to the ball strongly. Knocked out of his hands. It'll stay here with Indiana. Sam Alexis looks like he's struggling a little bit with conditioning. They're a combined 1 for 16 in this game of three-pointers. So neither team's shooting well. Alexis has got it, gets it to Conaway. Conaway drives right, nothing. Cut off. There's the high pick, looking, flips it out to the corner. Sam Alexis has it there, nothing. Drives the baseline. Turnaround shot, no good at this end of the buzzer. And here comes Kentucky back the other way, trying to tie. Kentucky brings it at the top of the key. Step back three. Short off the front rim, no good. Conaway tries to get out in transition. 3-on-3. Over to Dorn. Dorn lets it fly. No good. Sisley loses the rebound. Here comes Kentucky. Looks like street ball. Layup for Kentucky is good. Both teams look winded. Both teams look gassed. And Indiana's going to burn a timeout. You're right, Dabney. Khalil Ware did look very lethargic in the beginning. And Sam Alexis looks a lot like that. But as he got his legs underneath him and got his conditioning, I mean, that's where it's at. But yeah, they're very similar. In the words of Grumpy Smurf, I hate snow. I absolutely hate snow. After the game, I will be driving to go pick up the ladies from work tonight because they're not going to want to drive in it. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I don't get to listen to the broadcast tonight between Dick Vitale and Charles Barkley. All right, here we come across the timeline. Sisley has it, has not had any opportunities yet. Tucker's got it out high, looking for somebody to give it to. Wilkerson gets the three ball, look, and hits. Lamar Wilkerson finally breaks free, and it is a 3-point lead for Indiana, 25-22. Kentucky's got it with 4:52 to go. Wilkerson's got to be careful not to foul. They're going to rotate it around, gets inside, pushes off, lays it up, no good. Can't control the rebound, stripped away, and they're going to call the foul on Conaway. The reaching in calls are what's going to get Indiana today. Nice play there to get Wilkerson free, and he buried it. 8 ties, 9 lead changes. Wilkerson's got 12 out of the 25 so far today, and he has been the bright spot for this Indiana team. When that guy picks up a little bit more strength inside in the way he plays, and against this higher, talent in the Big Ten, the Bruisers, he is going to be so dangerous once he learns how to play in that environment a little bit better. Lamar Wilkerson also sent a good portion of his NIL money to Sam Houston State, from whom he got his start. And I thought that was a really nice act by somebody that got a nice deal in the transfer portal. Remember where he came from. Look at that. 25-24 Indiana, 4:37 to go. Conaway's got it out high, drives to the left, gets around it, gets to the baseline, lays it up, draws the foul. Will get 2 shots. It rolls off the rim, no good. Now, Dabney, Alexa Ristic is almost ready to play, and I can't wait to see what he looks like as well. we're going to probably end up having to go 10 or 11 deep this year. And hopefully when he gets up and running, free throw short, no good. That tells me Conaway's tired right there. He just short-armed a free throw bad. Second free throw is good. 2-point lead, 4:31 to go before the half. Indiana leads 26-24. The one thing I will tell you all about Indiana this year is that if they get a little bit warm from the outside, they can just take over a game. Blocked by Tucker DeVries. Layup attempt, no good. And they're going to call a foul. What the heck is that on? I'm not sure who they called that on there, but obviously it was on Wilkerson. That is his third foul as well. Free throw by Kentucky's going to lose this. If they lose this game, it's going to be at the free throw line because they are not shooting very strongly from the free throw line at all. I bet you they're less than 50%. They're 60% from the line right now, 12 of 20. Already shot 20 free throws in this game. Second one rolls in. Indiana holds a 1-point lead, 26-25. Tucker comes across the timeline, running the point, gets it to Alexis. Alexis back to Tucker. Tucker drives. Nothing there. He's one-on-one. Drives the lane, gets in there, jumps up, puts it up, fouled. Uses his body to get a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line. And we're going to go to the under 4 timeout here. Indiana going to the free throw line with a 1-point lead. 3:54 to go. Probably the ugliest game we've seen this year. The Minnesota game was ugly as well. Cannot believe that Kentucky has had 21 free throw attempts thus far. 13 fouls to 7. Yeah, you're going to have to see a lot of improvement from both of these teams to make any kind of a run this year. A lot of the games in the Big Ten are going to look a lot like this for Indiana, especially on the road. They'll have home games that look like this when you're playing the likes of Purdue and Michigan, teams that are going to come at you. You're going to have to be able to rebound a little bit better. Right now, the rebounding's fairly even. Yeah, Khalil Ware was one of those guys that everything he did looked slow in the beginning. And then as you watched him improve, he was really very methodical in the post for not being a big, strong guy, but just being lanky. He used his size and wingspan really well. I really hope Sam Alexis comes along like him, but I'm going to throw credit to Woodson. Woodson could coach the frontline players. He could coach bruiser basketball. just never got the right shooters. And you know what? A lot of what happened really wasn't Woodson's fault. I don't think. I think it was the lack of, you know, I think it was due to the credit of other teams stealing away people that should have been slam dunk recruits. If Woodson would have got the right players, he would still be coaching here. Hey, Joe. Congratulations to Fernando Mendoza. Heisman Mendoza, officially Indiana University's first Heisman winner. Congratulations to Hoosiers football. Tucker DeVries' free throw is good. Indiana's back up by 2. Maryland has retaken the lead over Michigan by 4 in the first half. 35-31. Indiana leads by 3. Here comes Kentucky across the timeline. Enright is covering out high. He's got to be stronger defensively. They're going to work it. Working on Tucker. Pushing off. Gets inside. Lays it up and in. No help come on the help side there for Indiana. That was bad defense. Tucker did everything he could. Rotates it around. Tucker's got it out high. Indiana leads by 1. 28-27. Alexis has it out high. Hands it off to Enright. Enright's looking. Dorn comes off the pick. And they're finally going to start calling fouls on the physicality of Kentucky right now because they're playing very physical. And we're going to see it where Verdell Jones comes up the court, looks back. There's the trailer. Christian Watford for 3. Game time. Last time these two teams met, Christian Watford sent Kentucky home. Tom Crean looked like a genius. Dorn hits the free throw. Yes, sir, Joe. JB got the dub. Fernando Heisman Mendoza. Dorn's second free throw is up and good. Indiana looks good from the stripe, thank goodness, keeping them in this game right now, whereas Kentucky's not being very good from the stripe is causing them to be behind. Kentucky rotates it around, nothing. Enright's guarding tight. Working inside there. Alexis has got it. They get it down. Here comes the double team. Thank goodness they finally had some help side defense. 6, 5. Driving inside. Ball's loose on the ground. Alexis has it. And it's 1.4 on the shot clock. I think the ball is going to stay with Kentucky. Tucker DeVries did a really nice job of knocking that ball away. And Sam Alexis hit the floor to cover it. I believe Kentucky's going to use their use it or lose it timeout. And if anybody saw the Kansas NC State game today, spectacular basketball for December. How's everybody doing? Has anybody got any good? Are they still hanging on in their fantasies? I know playoffs start this week. How's everybody looking there? .4 on the shot clock. Kentucky has possession. They flip it in. Air ball. Shot clock violation. Indiana will get the ball back with 2:49 to go and a 3-point lead. Man, listen, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, a 3 ball right here in a 6-point lead, the way this game has been played, would be huge. Dorn drives the baseline, gets inside, goes up, draws the foul. Nick Dorn's athleticism is taking over this game to some degree. he can get a good first move and get into the lane and just draw fouls. All right, Nick Dorn's back at the free throw line. That was Kentucky's 9th team foul, as that thing's finally starting to even up. But Dorn is a dead eye at the free throw line right now. Knocks in another one, extends our lead to 4. Thank goodness. Got to knock in another free throw and play defense. Free throw is good. This one here wasn't stripped, but it rolled in softly. Kentucky's down 5, 2:37 to go. We have got to put it on them here at the end of the half. We need that lead in the second half because they're going to make a run. Rotates it around, nothing doing. High pick set, working in rights out there, looking. Inside drives, nothing. Noah gets in the lane, flips it over in the corner. 3 ball, please no. No good. Oh, it rolled in. Oh, my goodness. 5 bounces and in. Indiana's lead is back down to 2. Here comes Enright working it. Gets inside, gets it to Sisley, and Sisley's hit as he goes up, and he'll go to the free throw line. This game is reversed roles, though. Kentucky has kind of got into that we're just going to foul you when you come inside mentality, and everything's starting to even out. Trent Sisley goes to the free throw line for 2. Let's go. Good for the first one. I like that. I'm a middle 8 guy, Dabney. I like the last 4 of the first half and the first 4 of the second half. That's where games are won or lost. Second free throw is good. Sisley makes them both. Indiana's lead is 4. Play some defense here. Kentucky's going to bring it across the timeline. 1:54 to go. Nothing doing. Step back. Williams has it. Rotates it around. No, nothing. Going to rotate, get inside. He's going to drive. Looking to get to the rim. Flips it up. No good. And Alexis clears it. Enright's got it. Back to Tucker. Tucker's going to bring it across. Indiana's up by 4. Looking to extend. Tucker. 3 ball. Money. Tucker DeVries hits the 3. Indiana goes up 7. He's fired up. The defense just collapsed there and went to the rim and left him all alone. Tucker DeVries buries the triple. Here comes Kentucky back the other way looking. They're in the lane. Puts it up. No good. And that's an offensive foul underneath the basket on Garrison, as he is a little too physical. And Tucker DeVries is going back to the free throw line. Nobody helped. And Tucker finally buried one. What's up, Clay? Appreciate you. Smash that subscribe button. Are you a Hoosier fan or are you a Kentucky fan, sir? Tucker's at the line, puts it up, and good. This is a great pivotal moment for Indiana's defense here. A stop here gives us a chance to extend this to double digit and going into halftime. Kentucky's bringing the ball across the timeline now. 1:10 to go. Rotates around, looking. High pick. Rotates around, gets in the lane. Pick, give and go. Puts it up, and it's no good off the rim. Sam Alexis clears the board. Here comes Nick Dorn the other way. Hands it off to Tucker. Tucker rotates it. He pulls up and shoots, and Tucker DeVries pulls up from 25 and misses. It was an opportunity to blow it open, and he just came up short. Here comes Kentucky the other way, rotating it around. Get it into the corner, looks at the 3. Dorn closes, nothing there. Rotates around. Step back. Reset. 13 on the shot clock. Here comes the high pick. Sisley waves it off. He's going to drive. Drives in the lane. Flips it out. 3 ball. Good shot in rhythm. No good. And that's going to go out of bounds. Did that go off of Sam Alexis got caught up in that, and I think the ball got knocked off his foot. Let's see. Out of bounds, and it is. Yes, it did. Going hard for the basketball there ended up being one of those things. So Kentucky will have the ball, 25 seconds to go. They will have an opportunity to play for one shot if they so choose. Kentucky with the inbound looking. They flip it in. Rotates it around. They get it to the drives the lane, gets inside, works his way down. Cut off, puts it back. 17 on the game clock. Oh, there is only 10 on the shot clock. Drives the lane, flips it out, looks for the three, nothing. Gets inside, cut off, double teamed on the baseline, flips it up and in. 7 seconds, hustle up. Coming back the other way. Here comes Tucker with 3, 2, 1 from half court. And he just missed it. 7-point lead at the intermission for Indiana, and I will take it. I'm a Hoosier fan, lived in Bloomington for 34 years. We are full-time. Our viewers currently staying just outside of McAllen, Texas, 1 hour from South Padre Beach. Dang. Well, Clay, glad to have you. Definitely appreciate you. That's the reason why I pop it on the vertical as well. I like to find my fellow Hoosiers wherever they may be. But 34 years in Bloomington. But in that first half, let's talk about that first half a little bit. The first 3 quarters of that half, Indiana played basketball where they fouled and they reached a lot. They didn't collapse for defense and play for rebounds. The last 4 minutes of the half really turned into went from a 2-point game up to a 7-point lead. So kudos there. They got a few, and all it takes is a few outside shots and a little bit of momentum for them, and they swing it. Kentucky ended up being handsy at the end, trying to get strips. And what ended up happening was Nick Dorn, being a strong free throw shooter, ended up at the line quite a bit. Looking at some of the stats from the first half, where we ended up, the bad things today so far is Bailey and Wilkerson both ended up with 3 fouls in the first half, and that is not a good look. Bailey only played 4 minutes, so hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more of Bailey in the second half. Everybody else, really, Lamar Wilkerson was really the big scorer in the half. He had 12. Tucker ended up with 9. Sam Alexis only had the 1 dunk. Tayton Conaway was very effective early, but not so much late. And Nick Dorn off the bench, 7 for 7 from the free throw line, really stabilized our offense near the end of the half there by just going strong to the glass. So you put that all in motion together. So far, a 21% three-point shooting at the half, 3 for 14, not ideal. 95% from the free throw line on the road. That is ideal. The stat of the game today was supposed to be rebounding. And total rebounds, Indiana leads it by 2. Kentucky had 5 offensive rebounds in that, though, and that is where Coach DeVries is not going to be happy, is taking care of getting the defensive rebound. If they can clean that up in the second half, they can win this game going away. Refrain from the early fouling, stay in front, good help side defense, and blocking out. What is up, my brother Jake? Go Big Red. Boy, this would make my week. Listen, bro, where I live, this is the Super Bowl for my Hoosiers, right? Because I live behind enemy lines. I live less than an hour from Lexington. So we need the dub today. But we got Heisman Mendoza, and we got a pretty poor performance in the first half. I'm not going to lie, where the offense looked very lethargic at times. The shooting was atrocious, but we just ran into a team that's, I'm going to be honest, it's playing worse. And, you know, I think that is the only benefit that we got right now is that Kentucky's not playing good basketball at all as a team. They're doing good at attacking, and then when the attacking stopped, then that's when Indiana pulled away. We still put, and I'm sitting here saying that we're not playing well. We put up 39 points in the first half, but most of that was due to free throw shooting, and a lot of that had to do with Nick Dorn attacking the glass when he got his opportunity to play. That 7 for 7 from the free throw line is a big reason why Indiana leads by 7 right now. We need to go out here in the second half. We just got to make some timely shots, play defense, and not be overly aggressive in reaching. We need to work on our blockouts. We need to work on attacking the glass, and let's get a win in Lexington, and let's take it home. But absolutely, a win today is absolutely monumental for the year. And Dabney said it earlier, right? It's a quad one win. We need those. Yeah, and it's just one of those things. Listen, could both of these teams clean their act up a little bit better by the end of the year and be good basketball teams? Absolutely. There is so much talent on that floor right now. The good thing, the thing is that Indiana's a growing team. The game against Penn State the other day is just showing what they're capable of. Penn State come back today, and I think they took Michigan State to the wire. So, looking at it like that, but it's just they've got to learn how to play on the road, and you got to have gutty wins on the road. And looking at right now, and this Michigan Maryland game is almost at the half, and there is absolutely zero defense being played in Maryland. 49-45 with 32 seconds to go. And then later tonight, we got Arizona at Alabama. Man, college basketball is amazing. If you guys would like, let me look at the schedule here. 18, 19, 20. Chicago State game, I could possibly be here. If the Siena game, I really don't care much for those games because unless we're getting the old gang back together to sit and BS a little bit. But those two games, I can have anybody here. One's on Big Ten Plus. I still have that. Then the final warm-ups on the 22nd. And that would be I don't think I can do that one either way. So look probably gonna be back here in basketball next year, and then I will run the football games out. We're gonna be in here for all the football games one way or the other. Maryland and Michigan, this game here is just where it's at. Maryland puts up 50 in the first half. But Joe, everybody that's in here today, glad to have you all back. We'll push this forward this year as the NFL is broken, and I can't get and Alex hasn't had a lot of time yet, so we haven't been doing a lot of football games. So this will be the holdover this year. If nothing else, hoping to put together a Q&A type of live stream with Alex going forward as she gets her schedule sorted out and how her time is going to work to where we can talk about a lot of different things. And I really think that's the win for us right now. And then just working on some extra content. Let's see what else I can find. Drum up here really quick. Da, da, da. Yeah, Michigan State just squeaked out a win by 4 at Penn State. Penn State took that whipping at Indiana this week, and they went home and played respectable. The Arkansas Texas Tech game today, outlandishly good. St. John's beat Iona today. Ironically, Rick Pitino goes back to the team that he helped, that gave him a chance, gets the dub. Interesting. Purdue beats Marquette at home by 20. Let's see. Anything else I see interesting? The Nebraska-Illinois game was a good one today. Last second three-pointer for Nebraska. Those guys are on time right now. Louisville had an easy win over Memphis. Houston, easy win today. UCLA at Gonzaga tonight might be interesting. Could be an interesting game. Yes, sir. I got you. So my employees are already starting to call in for snow tonight. Looks where I'm going to probably be going after here. Fernando Mendoza holding his Heisman, baby. Tears in his eyes. Kentucky 0-3 when did my mic quit? Oh no, it didn't. Kentucky's 0-3 when trailing at the half this season, and we've got a good opportunity to come in here them first 4 minutes, wherever you're at, Dabney. First 4 minutes of this second half, which is going to start in 3 minutes. Glad for shorter half times. Back in elementary, they used to roll the TV into the classroom to watch educational movies in 87. My 5th grade teacher played Hoosiers for us. Wow. Talk about inspiration. But yeah, I remember the good old days of the old rolling in the TV and the VCR. That's how I saw the shuttle crash. Yeah, and Jake, you know the gym that they filmed was about 40 miles from my house, where they filmed a lot of that. And then the gym in Indianapolis is a couple hours away, but that Milan team, a lot of the gyms in Southern Indiana were made like that. So I got to play on that particular floor in 7th grade, which was really cool. Ironically, that style gym is where I played my best basketball in high school. Yeah, Butler Fieldhouse for the finals, for sure. I like how at that point they go in there and they measure the rims, and he lets everybody know that it's just everything's exactly the same. Our Gem was in the nomination mix too. Great movie. I haven't seen that one. All right, we got just a few seconds here before the comeback. I think the keys to winning this game for Indiana are going to be I think it's all going to be on the defensive end. I think they're going to find ways to score. A few timely 3-pointers are going to be needed, and I think it's going to be how well they play defense and how well they cut the ball off and not play defense without fouling. This 4 minutes to start this half, let's see how they come out, because they have got to match this energy, because Mark Pope is not going to let these guys come out and not start with momentum. So they're going to come out. Indiana's going to get the ball to start the second half, and they are going to try. They're going to try their best to get some momentum started in these 4 minutes. You know, if Indiana, you just slow rolls these 4 minutes, right? Just control, get a good shot. You know, good old fashioned Bob Knight basketball. They're going to be in really good shape as long as they don't let Kentucky build a lot of early momentum. Defend that 3-point line right now and rebound. Dave O'Brien with Dick Vitale and Charles Barkley. Thank goodness we haven't had to listen to that. Jake says, let's roll. Let's get it. 20 minutes from pay dirt. Let's not pick up them early fouls here. Let's get our guys to the finish line. Let's go. All right, here we go. Enright is going to bring it up. First possession of the second half. Man, I'd like to see a 3-ball here. Like to see the 3-ball. Gets it off to Wilkerson. He drives the lane, gets inside, puts it up. And no foul called as he gets hit. Kentucky clears the board. They're looking the other way. Good shot by Wilkerson. Kentucky drives the lane, throws it up. No good. And that was a skirmish there. And here comes Enright the other way. He's going to hand it off to DeVries. DeVries is looking to reset. Gets it over to Connerway. 20 on the shot clock. 39-32. Same score as we had. Gets it to Alexis. Alexis hands it off to Connerway. 10 on the shot clock. They clear it. Wilkerson comes off the pick, drives the lane, gets inside. One, shoot it. And I don't think he got it off before the shot clock. Enright drove the lane. I don't think he got it off in time. They're not even going to look at it, so apparently not. All right, here comes Kentucky, down 7. Under 19 minutes to go. Rose right looking. Cuts it off. Nothing there. Gets over the left wing. Working on Enright. Gets it back to Noah. Noah works around the pick. Drives the lane. Flips it out. 3-ball on the way. This would be bad. And he hit it. Exactly what I didn't want to see from Kentucky is they hit that first 3-ball. 4-point lead, Indiana. 18:34 to go. Connerway's got it out high. Hands it off to Enright. Enright drives right. Nothing. Cut off. Gets it back to DeVries. DeVries resets with 15 seconds. High pick coming. There goes. Gets it to Sam Alexis. Alexis back to DeVries. DeVries working. Nothing. Rotates it around. Connerway shoots it. And it's good. Tatum Connerway answers with another 3 of his own. Another Hoosier gets a 3-ball. Lead back to 7. 18:05 to go. Kentucky working high. Drives inside. Nothing doing. Cut off. Wilkerson gets back into position. And that is and they're going to call Wilkerson for that. I don't know that he fouled him. This official is, they're not going to show that play again, of course. Wilkerson goes back to the bench probably immediately. First free throw bounces around and goes in. Lead is up to 6. That is Wilkerson's 4th foul. And we will not see him for at least about 9 minutes, depending upon situation of the game. Second free throw is up, and it is good. Back to a 5-point lead. 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. Conaway comes across the timeline. Just got to play even with him, boys. Just got to play even. Conaway drives, gets cut off. Really good defense. Gets it down to Alexis. Alexis to Enright. Enright back over to Conaway. Conaway drives the lane. Gets in the lane. Puts it up. And no good, but he's going to go to the line. It was such a horrible foul call on Lamar Wilkerson earlier. Felt like home cooking there. Conaway at the free throw line. 10 points today, by the way. First free throw is good. Second free throw is up. Hard off the back rim, no good. 6-point lead for Indiana. Gets the ball up quick. Looking for that quick 3-ball. Drives on Sisley. Lays it up, no good. Rebound, Trent Sisley. Here comes Indiana back the other way. Point blank shot. Sisley drives the lane, nothing. Flips it back out. Rotates it around. Conaway's got it out high. It's going to drive right. Hand it off to Tucker. Tucker's got it out high. Looking. Works his way in. Backing his way in. Clears out some space. Turnaround jump shot. And they're going to call him for a charge. What horse manure that was. I got to say, I don't know that I agree. Let's watch again. He baited him into it. I'm not going to say that I disagree with the call. Chandler did a nice job of using that momentum. Kentucky's got it. Chance to cut into this 6-point lead. Chandler has it out high. Rotates it left. Nothing doing. Noah comes off the pick. Shoots the 3-ball. No good. Enright clears it. Here he comes back the other way. Indiana's looking in transition. Gets it over to Sisley. Fires it. No good. Sisley fires it out to Tucker. Sam Alexis gets the rebound, going out of bounds, throws it out to Tucker. They got to reset here. 14 to go. Conaway's got it out high. Here comes the high pick by Alexis. Conaway pulls back, thinks about it, nothing. Gets it to Enright. 5 on the shot clock. Drives the lane. Comes in, turns around, fires. No good. And Tucker DeVries gets the rebound. Offensive glass, mind you, and the foul. You just got to play even ball with these Wildcats in the second half today. So far this half, Indiana doing a better job on the board. DeVries hits the free throw. Lead is back to 7. Indiana with a 5-point advantage at the stripe right now. This reminds me of the good old days. The good old days. Making them free throws. Bingo. Tucker scores it. 8-point lead for Indiana. Here comes Kentucky working the way he walked. Looks back, 3-ball. And he hit it. That's 2 3-pointers this half. And Kentucky has trimmed 2 off of that lead in the first 4 minutes. So let's go. Here comes Conaway, drives the lane, gets inside, goes all the way in, and loses it. Sisley has it, gets it around the horn. Tucker has it out high. I'm not sure what happened inside there, but it looked pretty weird. Conaway's got it, and there is a bad pass. It's taken away. Here comes Kentucky after that 3, looking to score. Loses it, picks it up, nothing. Tipped pass. They're going to rotate it around. Kentucky's looking for that chance to cut this lead even down more. Working on the inside on Enright. Gets up, throws it up, and it's good. Kentucky's trimmed it from 7-3 in the last minute. They're finally waking up the fans here at Rupp Arena. Down 3. Connerway's got it out high. Hands it off. Sisley's going to give it to DeVries. DeVries sets a high pick. Gets it to Sisley. Goes in the lane. And that is going to be a foul on Kentucky. And Trent Sisley will go back to the free throw line as we get to the under 16 timeout. Indiana's done a really nice job on defense. A couple of 3 balls are keeping Kentucky in this right now. Indiana is still in attack mode. They're not settling for that jump shot, which I like to see right now. As soon as that defense collapses a little bit more, leaves somebody open, we'll get them balls going ourselves. Such a huge game today for these Hoosiers. This is either this one or Louisville. They needed one out of the two for sure. Both would have been preferable, but Louisville played really well. And man, just talking about Louisville, they looked really good today too. All right. 15 minutes to go. 3-point lead in Rupp Arena. Not exactly how I wanted to see the second half start, but you know, they're going to eventually make a few shots. It is home cooking. You just got to limit how many they can make. These 2 free throws are going to be huge just to keep them off balance. Got to keep that lead to where it's just out of reach, right, where they can't get to it. Can't let them feel like they're taking over the game. So a good possession here in a basket will go a long way in this next 5 minutes of kind of slowing down this tide a little bit. Been really good at the free throw line. Keep taking it to the hoop. Draw a few fouls. Shoot some more free throws. Let's get this thing extended. Let's get these 4 points back that they're up right now in the second half. Let's see if we can keep this thing around 7. And this game and the Maryland game is going to end about the same time. Maryland continues to lead Michigan by 7 right now, and that is 18-30. All right, Indiana's throwing some other guys in here, get some fresh bodies in here. Reed Bailey's going to come back on the floor right now. And let's see if he can play without fouling for a little bit. It's really important to keep him on the floor. And Sisley, like a champ, like an upperclassman, buries that first free throw, gets that lead back to 4, second one coming. Fires it up, and it is good. All right, 47-42 Indiana. Here comes Kentucky working back the other way. Enright, guarding out high, looking, works it around the top of the key. They get it there, rotating around, drives, gets in the lane, puts it up. No good. Rebound. Indiana, Trent Sisley comes away with it. Tucker gets it to Enright. Enright's going to bring it up the left side. Indiana's got a chance to extend. 5-point lead. Enright's got it out high. High pick by Tucker DeVries. Gets around it. Drops it to Tucker. Tucker's looking. Nothing there. He's going to work it. Drives. Sets it back to Sisley. Sisley doesn't shoot. 10 on the shot clock. Tucker's got it out high. No real bodies moving. Tucker drives. Puts it up. And in. Tucker DeVries with the layup. Lead back to 7. 14-15 to go. Tucker has 13. Kentucky brings the ball up. Sets their offense high. Gets it over, works it from the top of the key. Nothing there. Handoff, rotate, works it around. Step back, thinks about the three. Sisley's in tow. Nice job of staying in front. He gets around, throws it up. And it's a loose ball, and Tucker comes away with it. Here comes Indiana. Flips it over to Enright. Enright back to Tucker. Thinks about it, fires, and it is, short off the rim, no good. Here comes Kentucky back the other way. Pace is picking up. Drives the lane, lost out of bounds. It should stay with Kentucky. And if they call it a foul there, that's very petty. They're giving him free throws. Makes it. I didn't see him attempting to shoot the ball. I'll have to go back and look at that later. 13:42 mark. Both free throws are good. Leads down to 5. Enright's going to get a blow here. Connerway's back on the floor. I'd much rather watch him run the point for sure. Connerway's got it. It's going to bring it up center of the court. Indiana leads by 5. 13:30 to go. Connerway has it, looks it, gets it to DeVries. DeVries hands it off to Connerway. He goes to the rim. Oh, and he turns it over. Jumps in the passing lane. Should have shot. Fires back. Kentucky's working the fast break. They drop it inside, lay it up and in. Pace is favoring Kentucky right now as they're trying to speed it up a little bit. Connerway gets inside. He traveled. Kentucky's trimmed it to 3, and they got the ball. I guess so, Clay. I wasn't sure how that played out. It didn't look like he even got a shot. It looked like it just got knocked out of bounds, but I could be way off. All right, here comes Kentucky. They got a chance to trim this lead, make it really close right here. Make it uncomfortable for Indiana. They're going to work it up the left side. They push it to the top of the key. Handoff at the top of the key. Works it around, looking. Step back, 3. No good. Rebound Indiana. Here comes Enright. Enright comes up the middle of the floor, looking, drives all the way to the rim. Tipped out of bounds by Kentucky. Last hands. He was looking to feed Bailey at the post. I think Enright should have went straight to the glass there. Three-point lead. 12:43 to go. Bailey has it, gets it into Sisley over to Enright. Enright has it out high, works around, gets it across. Dorn has it. Dorn, that's a foul! Dorn gets knocked down. He takes the ball away, and they're going to call Enright for the foul. How is that even possible? How is that a foul? And Nick Dorn getting knocked down, not. He didn't touch him. He never touched him. And he got called for the foul. Dorn got smashed. And karma sets in as the free throw goes hard and away. Oweh does not convert. Oh my gosh. Second free throw is up. Short off the front rim, no good. Controlled by Kentucky, gets the offensive glass. Drives in the lane, gets to the basket. Cut off there, looks it out, nothing there. 3-ball. Kentucky's crashing, and they get the offensive board. Indiana needs a timeout. I'm going to be honest with you. We need a timeout because nobody's blocking out. Kentucky's crashing the glass. They're showing energy. Dorn inside the three-point line gets it to Sisley. Sisley flips it to Tucker. Tucker's got it out high. It's going to drive. Kentucky's down one. Gets in the lane. Nothing. Puts it up. Drops it off for Bailey and loses it. Here comes Kentucky. Another turnover. You need a timeout. You've got to stop this madness now. Gets to the lane. Layup is no good. Kentucky tips it up and scores. Kentucky's got a 1-point lead. Finally, the timeout comes, and the damage is done. 11:31 to go. Kentucky leads by 1. And that was a bad series of events where a timeout should have been taken earlier on to stop that flow of momentum. You're not going to get official love on the road. You're going to have to fight off a few bad calls on the road. So you're going to have to go out there and get that lead and keep it. Kentucky is on a roll. You got to find a way to stop the bleeding here, get back to rebounding, as the rebounding edge is probably coming back to closer to even. There was 2 sets of second chance points there on offensive putbacks, maybe even 3, which was the detriment. They're missing the first shot, but they're clearing the offensive glass. Kentucky has 10 offensive rebounds right now. 10 of them. And if I had a stat for second chance points, I would say that is probably getting close to 10 or 14 as well. Where they've not been doing well here, now they are attacking the glass and playing with a little energy. This timeout is going to be important. You got to stop the bleeding and equal the energy back. You got to get something that looks good here. You got to get a basket. You got to get it, and you got to work your way in and get an and one, get a foul, do something to break that momentum. Because obviously you're not going to get any breaks from the officiating. Just there, crashing the boards. They had 4 offensive rebounders down there trying to get the glass. If you cannot tell that Mark Pope is telling them guys to attack it, you're absolutely wrong. He is desperate. So he is going to risk the run out to go for that offensive glass, because let's be honest, they outsize us in the post right now. They outsize us in the post. And really, they may be a little bit more athletic than we are right now. Here comes the inbound. They get it into Enright. Points, offensive rebounds, 11 points off offensive rebounds. Damn, I was close without even having it. Here goes Enright, working to the right. Double team. He's trapped. He forces it around to Tucker. Tucker drives the lane, gets cut off. Good defense by Kentucky. Gets it back to Dorn. Dorn drives, gets inside, off his feet, loses it. Bad decision. Here comes Kentucky, 2-on-1. Pulls it back as Trent Sisley cuts off the basketball there. Kentucky's got a chance to extend. Not the play I wanted to see offensively. Not the guy I wanted. Kentucky falls down with the ball. No good. Tipped up and in. There is nobody defending down low. You've got to put Bailey back on the floor. Alexis has it in the corner because he's not defending. Drives it down. Get it out of your hand. Enright has it. Kentucky's on a 10-0 run. You've got to stop the bleeding right now. Enright has it high, works left, drops it back to DeVries. DeVries drops it off to Alexis and puts it up and in. Sam Alexis goes strong, and that stops the 10-0 run. Indiana is down by a point, 52-51. Now you got to play defense. You got to play defense. Got to work it around. Keep them out of the lane right now. Working out high, looking, nothing there. Always got it. Works it around, looking to feed the post. Cross court, 3-ball. No good. Enright rebound. Nice defensive stance there by Indiana. No penetration into the lane. They kept the ball on the perimeter and got what they needed out of that possession. Enright calls the play. Here comes Sisley. Sets the pick. Enright goes off of it. Drops it to Sisley. Lays it up. And he is blocked. Clean block. Here comes Kentucky. 2-on-1. No good. And there's a foul on the second chance. He got his own rebound on a fast break. Enright was forced to foul there. Michigan has trimmed the lead at Maryland to 3. This looked a lot like the middle part of the first half there. It really looks the same. Hopefully that they will, with Wilkerson coming back on the floor here soon and Bailey coming back on the court here soon, it'll add a little bit of energy, and they're just trying to hold on for now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Michigan cuts that lead in Maryland 2-1. You got to give Kentucky some credit because their defensive tenacity here in the second half has held Indiana to 12 points and no 3-balls. They've done an outstanding job of adjusting at halftime. Somebody has got to get some dribble penetration and either get a nice easy layup or something out, flipped out to a 3-point shooter here. Connor Way is going to have to do it. I don't think Enright is strong enough to face these Kentucky guards and do that. So it's going to have to be Connor Way, and it's going to have to be or maybe even a Nick Dorn here late in the half. I know that last drive he didn't look very good because he got cut off by better defense. But somebody's going to have to do something to get this floor opened up a little bit. And the good news is it's a 1-point game with 9 minutes to go, and we're a much better shooting team. I mean, it wouldn't really show it from statistics today. We're shooting 39% from the floor. Kentucky's shooting 32%. Kentucky's got the momentum of their fans, and they are fired up. Yeah, 17-9 Kentucky run with 7 turnovers since Wilkerson's 4th foul. And that was a BS call, though. Mendoza wins the Heisman. Mendoza. Let's go. What up, Chuck Fold? Kentucky's at the free throw line, 9:30 to go. Free throws up, and it is solid. Where they were bricking them in the first half, they are making them here in the second. Heck yeah, look at that smile. Both free throws are good. Kentucky extends to a 3-point lead. Sisley's going to come over and take the ball out. Kentucky is not letting off the pressure. They get it into Enright. Enright gets it to Connerway. Indiana going small here. Bailey's back on the floor. So is Wilkerson. Let's see if we can get them in without fouling. Connerway drives, gets inside the lane, flips it over. Enright, 3-ball. No good. Tipped out. And that will reset the shot clock. Here comes Enright back the other way. Bailey gets in the lane, puts it up, no good, loses it, and that's Indiana's ball. Bailey has no rhythm in this game, loses it out of bounds. They're going to give that ball to Kentucky, and immediately he comes right out. As DeVries is going offense for defense already, he puts Sam Alexis on the floor. So they're already starting that switching. Wilkerson, I would go right at Wilkerson if I was Kentucky. Looking to get Williams the ball. They do. Wilkerson's on him, out there, out high, makes him pass it, works it around. Nothing inside. Don't let him get in the lane. Make him stay outside. Cut him off. They never. 15-footer goes for Kentucky. 5-point lead. Enright went flying. I didn't see if he used an arm there, but we're not getting calls today. Somebody's going to have to find something here. You're going to have to get it to Wilkerson. Let him create. Connerway lets it rip. No good. This game is close to being in a position where it's getting dangerous. Kentucky leads by 5. Gets it inside. Cut off. Comes back to the lane. Drops it off. Help comes. And 1. It will not be long. Tucker DeVries will be back off the bench as Kentucky has extended to a 7-point lead. Indiana has not done anything to help itself here in the last few minutes. This kid Lowe for Kentucky has done a great job today. Now Indiana's going to have to find a way to fight their way back in, down 7. With a chance for a 3-point play to go down 8. Shots up and good. Kentucky's got rhythm and they got momentum. The fans are loud. Indiana's got to have something to stop the bleeding here. Alexis has it out high. Gets it off. Tucker gets in the lane. Turnaround jump shot. No good. Alexis clears the board, but he's stripped. And that'll be Kentucky basketball. .743 to go. Indiana down 8. No signs of being able to combat this offense of Kentucky right now, as where they did a really good job of keeping them off balance and cut off and collapsing. It's not worked this half. Rebounding has again become the biggest issue on this Hoosier team right now. And they do not shoot well on the road. They haven't shot well on the road yet. Neutral court doesn't necessarily count, but they have not played well on the road. They're down minus 15 in the second half after a 7-point lead going into halftime. And holding that 7-point lead for the first 3.5 minutes. All this has come in a 10-minute spurt. You've got to get a stop. Right now, I think a stop on defense is way more important. A stop and a score. You got to come back at it one at a time. But right now you got to play your best players. You can't go with this rotation offense for defense. You got to leave them on the floor. Let them get some rhythm if they can, because Bailey and Wilkerson are the ones that are going to have to help out. With Wilkerson on the bench, Indiana's a much different team. They do not look near the same. And this commercial timeout has been long. And joy to the world, temperature is dropping here. So now we've got snow and cold. And just like clockwork, Michigan has overtaken Maryland. Yep, the turnovers, taking care of the ball. Indiana's got 15 of them, 18 points off turnovers. They've got to do something to get back in rhythm here and get back to playing, or this game is over with. They got to have a stop. If this gets into double digits, we're in trouble. We're already in trouble. Going to work out high, Enright's out tight. Alexis knocks it away, picks it up, rotates it around, trying to get somebody inside. Drives on Tucker, puts it up, no good. Wilkerson clears the board. Good defensive stand there. Good position by Tucker. Indiana's going to rotate it to the right. Keep people moving. Alexis has it out high, nothing doing. Wilkerson cannot get free. Alexis gets it over, nothing there. No offense is being run. Enright goes to the right. Drives, nothing. Gets into the lane, goes in, drops it off for Alexis. Sam gets the dunk, and Indiana cuts it back to 6. One stop, one basket. Let's go. You got to get dribble penetration and you got to keep Kentucky out of the lane. Kentucky's got it out high, working it around. Don't foul, stop reaching. Rotates it around. They get it in the corner. Drives, and they're going to call Tucker for the foul there. 2 shots incoming for Kentucky. I cannot hear Barkley, but I bet he's talking about food. First free throw is good. Kentucky back to 7. A 3 ball would be really huge for Indiana here. Lowe's coming back on the floor. Indiana's got Enright, Alexis, Dorn, DeVries, and Wilkerson on the floor. They're definitely, both free throws are good. Lead is back to 8. Indiana needs to trim it down. Need a basket here. Let's cut this thing down now. Wilkerson gets it to Tucker. Tucker's rotating it around. Looks, feeds Alexis. Alexis has been really good out high. Hands off. Enright. Enright drives right. Gets inside the lane. Nothing doing. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Wilkerson. Drives. Goes up strong and draws the foul. OA is going to be called for the foul on that. Wilkerson's going to go to the free throw line. Got to get him in some shooting rhythm as he's not had a shot. (61-53) free throws up, no good. Now where we were hitting everything in the first half, now we're the ones going 1 of 2 here in the second half. Need to see one go through. Second free throw is good. 61-54. It's all about getting a couple stops. Got to get a couple stops and find a way to get an easy basket. Make them tighten up a little bit. They're playing loose. Kentucky rotates around, flips it up. That is not how you get a stop. 63-54. Kentucky's back up 9. As the alley-oop dunk is kind of a dagger at this point. Wilkerson fires it cross court. Enright barely holds on. Drives, looking for something, and he throws it away. This game is about to get ugly. To Dabney's point earlier, you've got to play this tight to the end, and you can't just let it. Very poor defensive position by Sam Alexis, and that is one of his faults. Indiana desperately needs a stop. Kentucky can put a big extension on this right now with a basket. Working on, rotates it to the left, drives low, gets in the lane, throws it up, and makes it. Good dribble penetration there. No help came for Indiana. That's what happens. Guard puts it up and scores. Indiana's down 11. Biggest deficit of the day. And finally, DeVries calls another timeout. Now we're in the first year of the Darren DeVries era, and now I'm going to get a little bit on the coaching here right now. This is the spot where the coach has got to do something for his team to get them back in this game. He has got to find something to feed off of to get them motivated to make a stop here and stop this bleeding. This is what coaches get paid all that money for. They see what's going on the court. They figure out a way to take it away. Sam Alexis is just in poor defensive position. They're showing he is selling out on every opportunity and not staying with his guy. That guy in the Indiana shirt by himself, surrounded by blue, says it all. Doesn't have anything he can say or do. This offense has been atrocious. There has been nothing given to them in this half. Now they're passing it well. Tucker. And Sam Alexis got held. Tucker, wide open 3. Has to go. Doesn't. And they're going to call Alexis on the foul inside after. Get up off the bench, coach. Get a technical here. If you're going to lose it, you might as well lose it badly. Kentucky's going to get to shoot free throws on that. Now, I'm not going to say that these officials did us no favors in this half. They were pretty bad. However, not bad enough to let this get away. That's over the back. It should be a foul, but you don't call it. You got to find a way to get a 3 ball. And Wilkerson drives to the glass and scores. Down 9, 4:37 to go. Enright picks up pressure, full court. Need a stop. You need to stop almost every time down the court now. Don't let anybody in the lane. Keep them out. Pushes off, gets inside. Connerway pushes low back out. Good defense there by him. Drops it inside. Steal. Here comes Tucker back the other way. Comes up with a turnover. Yep. And now Kentucky's getting a little upset. Momentum's starting to shift a little bit as they're a little pissy right now over that call. That was the 5th foul on Kentucky, which, okay. Connerway is going to bring it across the timeline. He gets it out, looking for Tucker. Tucker's got it out high. He's your guy. He's got to make a stop here. Wilkerson drives the lane, gets inside, looks, does nothing, flips it out to Tucker. Should have shot it down there. Puts it back up. Wilkerson fires it. Please go. Hard off the rim. Tucker gets the rebound, scores. 58-65, 3:41 to go. That's 2 in a row. You got to get a stop here. You got to have a stop. Pack the defense in tight. Make them shoot an outside shot. Kentucky smartly sees momentum shifting and calls timeout with 3:27 to go. Indiana's offense has been pretty pitiful here in the second half today. Where they did a really good job in the first half of just being scrappy, they've kind of just given up the ghost. When we get done with this game, it's going to be about rebounding. Offensive rebounding is going to be the main thing, but it's going to be about rebounding. But hey, Heisman for the football team today. We got to understand that this basketball team was probably not going to be a superstar team this year. We are a mid-major all-star team. We got all the best players from the mid-major schools. We got all the good shooters. We got all the upperclassmen. Now we've got to put it together. And what you got to have now is a winning record in the Big Ten. You finish up your cupcake games with the 2 against, I think, Siena and I don't even know. You finish those 2 games up, that gets you to 10 wins, 10-3, whatever it may be. And then you've got to go out there and win positive amount of games in the Big Ten. That means you got to steal a couple on the road. Hopefully that these early games where you're losing on the road, you'll learn how to play a little bit better. And I'm not taking anything away from the effort that Kentucky's put up today, because Kentucky was highly scrutinized coming into today's game, and they had to put forth their best effort, or they might run Pope out of town already. So they were going to throw their best shot out 100%, and then they got it handed to them in the first half. Mark Pope did a great job of getting these guys ready to come out and play in the second half. Figured out what they needed to fix, made the proper adjustments, and Indiana had no response for that. Now, Indiana closed the half last time really well. Let's see if they can close this second half in the same manner. But it starts right here. They've got to get another stop in a basket. Arizona leads Alabama by 2. 7 minutes gone in the first half. That game, if you're looking for it, is on ESPN News. All right, it is a 7-point advantage for the Wildcats. Indiana has done a good job of not fouling out just yet. They've got their guys in there with 3:27 to go. If I'm Kentucky, I'm attacking Lamar Wilkerson. With him on the floor, Indiana's a much better team. With him off the floor, they have been very lethargic. I would attack him. Drives the lane, gets inside, low, puts it up. Alexis blocks it and comes up with it. Sam Alexis with the big defensive play. Here comes in right up the left side. Indiana needs a bucket. A 3-ball would be huge right now. Get this thing back to 2 possessions. Wilkerson has it. He's double team, drives the lane, gets inside, goes up, and it sticks inside the rim. And it's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to go back to Indiana. Thank goodness. Oh, he lost the ball going up, and then he pinned it. All right, here we go. Indiana needs a bucket in the worst way. Tucker looks to get it in, and it's knocked back out of bounds. There is no motion. There are no picks being set. Those of you that are fans of basketball, there's things called inbound plays, and that's where you set picks and you have motion. Look, that's what you do right there. Oh, my God, what a horrible pass by Connerway. Enright cuts to the basket. Connerway feeds a bad pass slowly, not on time. Kentucky gets an easy steal. It's another turnover. Kentucky's going to be content, slowly burning the clock down. They're going to drive the basketball with about 5 to go here on the shot clock. Low drives, step back 3, looking for the dagger. No good. And that is going to be off of Tucker DeVries, as we are not fighting for any rebounds. I don't know if Indiana knows what the term block out means, but that is exactly what it is. Our defense has played well enough. We just aren't rebounding. Kentucky's got 3 more offensive rebounds since the last time I bitched about it. Now they got 19 more seconds and a 7-point lead. Indiana has to have a stop. Step back, Low drives the lane, puts it up, and good. Low is taking over this game effectively right now. Kentucky pulls back the press. They're up 9. Kentucky leads by 9. I'm not saying the score. DeVries fires. No good. Offensive rebound. Kentucky comes back the other way. It is a 4-on. Okay, Connerway gets up. Low drives the lane, puts it up again, and scores. Counted, it's over. This Indiana team basically did not finish like they finished the first half. This kid Low is taking over the game right now for Kentucky. And the thing that's called help side defense has completely went out the window. 69-58. We've been outscored 37-19 here in the second half. Absolutely drubbing. $70-58. 12-point lead, less than 2 minutes to go. Tucker gets inside, gets it to Dorn. Dorn back to Tucker. Looking. Nothing there. Wilkerson has it out high. Kentucky playing great perimeter defense. 3-ball Sicily. Looks good. No good. Dorn clears the rebound. Step back 3. Blocked. And they're going to call a foul on Tucker DeVries. And there is no reason to foul at this point if you're Indiana. Super athletic play by Williams. Well, just look at that. It's what worried me earlier. This one is going to be hard for Darren to review tomorrow in the tape room. Yeah, so they played ugly in the first half, but did just enough to score. Everything they did well in the first half, they just quit in the second half. The rebounding went away. There was nothing going to the basket, drawing fouls at the end of the half. That's how they got to the free throw line. They didn't. They quit. Enright's got it, 118, tries to get it to Wilkerson. They know who they want to shoot it. Kentucky's there to defend it. Enright hands it off. Josiah Mills in the game for the first time. Miles actually played a little bit at the end of the half. And there he goes, going to put it inside, flips it out. Dorn tries the three, and that's going to be a block. Kentucky don't care at this point. They played outstanding defense. When this one ends, I'm not going to be reviewing stats because it's going to make me mad. But duly note that Kentucky's aggressiveness on the offensive glass in this second half, where they were selling out the fast break, is what won them the game. More energy, creating a few turnovers, and attacking the glass. Indiana's not even in the bonus this half. And there is a steal, 50 seconds to go. If DeVries tells them to foul, he's crazy. Play it out. You're down 13. Season high, 18 turnovers. Where I thought we were going to be solid at point guard, we got dominated at the point today. Watch Lowe. Watch how he operates out there on Enright. Enright is a gutty player, but Lowe can just go by himself. He almost took this game over in the half. Getting a little chippy here at the end. Don't do nothing stupid and throw no punches. Watch Dabney. I'll give this to the other folks too on the other side. There you go. That is 100% correct. This fan base was defeated. The first half, this team looked defeated. And we did not come out in the second half after 4 minutes, and we did not play. Just horrible. 20 seconds to go and 21.7 to go. The lead is now 12-14. Here comes Indiana. A bunch of guys in that I'm not sure who they are. 10 seconds. Sisley goes to the rim, blocked. Looks like the final score is going to be 72 to whatever he gets at the free throw line here. Dabney couldn't have said it better. Dick Vitale out there at 86 with Charles Barkley. Sorry, the game was just a disappointing. 12-point lead. Kentucky's going to walk it up, and that'll be it. okay, Shelby. You guys played well. Congratulations on the dub. You guys needed it just as badly. Maybe you guys needed this one worse than we did. So, but you guys played well in the second half. We quit. Do love Dickie V. This game switched over from Arizona to Alabama. Indiana's got a couple cupcakes, and then we go into the Big Ten in January. That's probably when you'll see me back for basketball. I will see you at the first playoff game for Indiana in the football, and I may do another just in case I see something that I like that's intriguing. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Dabney, appreciate it. Check. Thank you. Clay, super great to meet you today. Thank you for stopping by. All my other Hoosier regulars, appreciate you. Much love to you all. See you next time, and enjoy the Shark.